I love you so much. If you were my mother, you're both beautiful and a translator.
Not knowing that his own mother was fluent in 8 languages, she simply did not care to argue with her son. The man offered to personally drive the woman home, and on the way bought her a beautiful silk scarf. When they were about to part, her boss also gave her a hairpin as a gift. The man returned home and handed the hairpin to his wife, saying he had bought it especially to calm her down, so she would not stay angry. But he did not know that when the boss had given the hairpin, his wife happened to see it. She never expected that her husband would try to placate her with a freebie. She was completely disappointed, and handed the prepared divorce papers to her husband, telling him it was a document the guards needed him to sign. The man did not think much of it, and signed his name. The woman took the divorce papers, and went to see her father-in-law, the commander. He thought she might not have a prestigious background, but she was a good daughter-in-law, and he could not help trying to persuade her to stay. But her mind was made up. There was no reason for her to remain in that home. When she returned to pack her things, she found her son's essay had won a prize. The school invited parents to the award ceremony. Knowing that after the divorce she would rarely see her son, she decided to attend. My mom is a great mom. Hearing her son express his gratitude in the essay, she thought for a moment that her devotion was finally appreciated. But when the teacher asked the parent to come on stage to give the award, she instinctively stood up, only to see her husband and another woman step onto the stage. What surprised her even more was that the other woman stood beside her son as his mother. In the end she realized she had only fooled herself. She turned and left without hesitation. Her husband tried to stop her to explain, but she did not listen, and walked away without looking back. Her former teacher at the Foreign Liaison Office heard of her divorce, and came with a senior student to visit her. Back then she had given up her career for the family. The teacher always thought it was a pity, and did not want her talent to be wasted, so he invited her to take charge of the 8 Nations Summit in a month. That day the commander brought back the divorce papers with the official seal. Only then did the man realize that his wife truly intended to leave him, yet he still believed she could do nothing but housework, and could not live without him. The husband was responsible for security at the 8 Nations Summit. His girlfriend failed to get the job of assistant, so he used his connections to let her enter the venue as an intern. When she heard that the top interpreter would host the 8 Nations Summit, the girlfriend immediately told the teacher she was a fan, but she never imagined that the top interpreter they spoke of was the very woman they had always looked down on.
So